Daddy told me on the dying bed. He said, give up your heart, but don't lose your head.
You may not have known, but you're coming to a laboratory tonight. This is a laboratory for our students to work, get real-world skills on real productions.
Lost my heart and my head, too. Lord have mercy. Little girl, you sure can cook. Thank you. Little girl. Thank you much. Let me start off by saying thank you for coming. And I would also want to thank Dr. Wigginson, John, and the staff, everybody at Rhodes College has been so kind to me. I don't know where to start saying thank you and who to say, but those three people really brought me through the door. And the reason I got through the door because of a lady who's been my friend for many years and done something for me on outside of music. We're talking about Tracy Shaw. Tracy, thank you for what you do. I never thought that I'd be sitting where I'm sitting and doing what I'm doing for the reason that I'm doing it. Let me kind of straighten out what I'm talking about, the reason. I do music because I love what I do, music what I love, and what you see is what you get. I remember many, many years ago, I don't know who was the oldest, myself or the late Everett Presley. I don't know who was the oldest, but I believe I'm a few months older than he. So I have some right to say some things tonight. But I tell you that before the music started, I want you to know that I'm blessed, I'm thankful to be here because people as a whole have accepted me for who I am and what I do. And I thank God for that. And I thank you for accepting me. Now I'm going to tell you a little story through music, and we're going to get some things started. I believe we're going to have some question and answer thing later on. Y'all want to ask me anything? You can ask me anything but my age. You can ask that too. I remember going to Chicago in 1951. I was born in a little place called Homer, Haynesville, Louisiana. I left my hometown in 1947. Went to Pine Bluff, Arkansas with my father, who was a preacher and a pastor of a church. I stayed there for a few years and moved to Chicago. When I went to Chicago, Muddy Waters, the late Muddy Waters were there. John Lee Hooker, Lightning Slim, Lightning Hawkins, and a guy called Jimmy Reed. Jimmy Reed was, as the kids said today, he was my man. And I cheated Jimmy a little bit. When I said cheated him, because Jimmy he was a whiskey head. And he would go to the store and buy him some whiskey. I said, Jimmy, you don't have to go to the store. Let me do that. I'm the runner. And while he was going to the store and getting drunk, what have you, then I would take his guitar and I learned to play just like Jimmy Reed. He said, Bobby Rush. He come back in the head drunk. He said, let me see you play that again, boy. And I was. He said, you can play like I play. And I was glad to hear him say that because Calvin Carter, who was the engineer, he was the A&R for VJ Records. And every time Jimmy get drunk, I had to play it. Now, I'm the one going to get the whiskey. Guess what I'm doing? Giving him whiskey. Because I wants to play. So he gets drunk, so play that again. I said, oh, baby, you don't have to go. Baby, you don't have to go. I'm gonna pack up, darling. Down the big road I go. Now, I played that until Jimmy Reed get real drunk. Now, and I didn't mind him getting drunk because I would learn how to play, but sometimes I tell this story and I shouldn't tell it, but I was cheated Jimmy. Jimmy would give me $1.25 to buy him a whiskey, and I would go down there after he get kind of tipsy. he wouldn't know whether he was drinking straight whiskey or what. I would have me a bottle. I put half of it for the whiskey, half for the water. I go about 3 trips down there, so I'm making about $2.50, $3 a day on him. And he gave me $1 to do the running. I'm making $5 a day in 1952. That's a lot of money, you know. I was making more money than Muddy Waters. But one thing, later on, when some of the guys come to town, like the Beatles and whatever, they would come to town and listen to Jimmy Reed. Jimmy Reed would say, that's where the steel come in. Then the black guy was playing, then some of the white guys come in, stole the lick from him. They turn it upside down. Come together. Now that's where the lick come from. Y'all didn't know that, did you? But one thing they couldn't steal this. Fellas, got something to tell you. Fellas, you got to watch your woman. If she got herself a backdoor friend. Fella, ain't it bad and it's sad. When your girlfriend or wife got herself a backdoor friend. She want to make you mad so you can move out. Well, so her backdoor friend can move right in. Get one thing up there. Ain't it sad? When you love someone that don't love you. Y'all ain't had that yet. Lord, ain't it sad? When you love someone that don't love you. Well, you give her your credit card, she run it up and spend all your money. You love her so much, there ain't a doggone thing you can do. And then Jimmy Reed told me, said, Bobby Rush, so you're doing pretty good. So you learn how to play that, and you learn to play like Harlem Wolf, the Muddy Waters, and the whole bit. So what you gonna do for yourself? I thought about what he said. I went to New York City with the late Ray Charles, and we was sitting, I had my big band going, and people loved my show. I was there for about 3 or 4 days, and playing a little song. And he said, Bobby Rush, what you doing? I said, I'm rehearsing so I can change my show because I've been here 3 days. He said, don't change your show. If people like you, change towns. You've been here too long, go to another place. Then when I come up with a song in 1968, went something like this, called Chicken Head. Daddy told me on the dime bed, he said, give up your heart but don't lose your head. You came along, what did I do? Lost my heart and my head too. Lord have mercy. Little girl, you sure can cook. Little girl, you got me hooked. When you cook that chicken, save me the head. Should be working, but I'm home in bed. Laying out thinking about you. Dreaming about you. Love that girl. But I love them chicken heads too. Without your love, girl, I just can't go on. Feeling I have for you, woman, much too strong. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me ease on in. You see, my daddy told me, son, when you grow up, please be a good man. Daddy just tell me the same old thing. Don't care what my daddy told me, y'all. Don't care what my mama said. I'm 21 years old and bet I'm gonna find me some chicken head. Chicken head man, baby. Without your love, I just can't go on. Feeling I have for you, woman, much too strong. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me ease on in. Now, the reason I told you about that song because that was a record that sold about 6 million records. My first gold record. But as I was, thank you. And this record here kind of started to groove for Bobby Rush. So I got guys around recording now. Play that song, sing like Bobby Rush. So they know this old Bobby Rush groove. Being from Louisiana, Cajun country. A lot of people looked at me and even Tony Joe White did. Listen, he said, way down in Louisiana, down in Cajun land, folks got something down there called K-Far-Kitty-Tootsie. Dig you on the Scooby-Doo, dig you on the Scooby-Dah. Look at the little girl, oh, what I want to do to you, you old poo-poo, you. Hey, what Bobby Rush want to do to you. Get hip to the consultation of the Boulard Way. Louisiana talk. Golly, golly, Miss Molly, everything is copacetic now. Look at Pooh, oh, look at you. Oh, what I want to do to you, you old poo-poo, you. Hey, hey, what I want to do to you. Choke, choke. Get hip to the consultation of the Boulard Way. Now, so you fellas understand where I'm coming from, being from Louisiana. Poo-Poo ain't nothing but a girl, kind of bow-legged. I didn't say bow-legged, I said kind of bow-legged. At least that's what it looked like to me. That's why I wrote a song that said, chicken in the car, and the car won't go. That's the way you spell Chicago. A knife and a fork and a plate of green. That's the way you spell New Orleans. See the girl over there with the white on. Turn her loose, B.B. King. Let her turn me on. Me and you, baby, go hand in hand. You the bow-legged woman. I'm a knock-kneed man. Now, when you put them together, it's spelled ox, O-X. We go together like hand and glove. Now, that's a little of my Louisiana story. If y'all got enough of my Louisiana story, let me know. See, I've been from Louisiana since 1947. The reason I'm playing a little low now because somebody may hear me tonight that I don't want to hear me. That's why I'm singing a little low. But if you not in here, tell her what I said. I was about, I hadn't saw this woman that I met when I was a teenager. Hadn't saw her in about 40, 45 years. Face looked the same, but she had changed a little bit in places. Don't laugh because some of y'all got something I'm thinking to talk about. You see, she had gained some little lumps in the side, weight that is. But I'm pretty polite. I didn't call her fat. I said, baby, your dress is too small. It's funny to me, listen. But anyway, I told her, I said, baby, I got somebody in my life now. She said, I have somebody in my life too. I said, who is it? He was sitting right there, and I saw the same kind of guy eating out the sack with his wife a few minutes ago. Where you go? He back there. And I saw this lady. I said, listen, baby, give me your number. She said, I can't do it right now because my old man watching me. I said, I can't receive it now because my old lady watching me. A few minutes later, we got by ourselves. She said, what you doing after the show? I said, not anything, nothing really. She said, come go by my house. Well, after 45 years, I didn't know about going by the house. But I took up on it, and I went by. Went by a house. Got to tell Dr. Wigginson this. Went by a house, looked like to me nobody been there in about 25 or 30 years. Spider web was in the ceiling. Human skull was stacked in the floor. Bat was flying across my head. Looked like somebody been hung. I said, what is this woman? I said, this must be Miss Rudolph. The woman had big lips. She looked at me and said, like that. I said, yeah, this must be Miss Rudolph. Took me in the basement where nobody been almost 20 years. Old bed was down there with nothing on but a mattress. No sheet, anything on it. I sit on the bed and she shoved me over and said, lay down, sucker. Oh, I was kind of nervous and in love too, you know what I mean? I laid down. When I laid down, she reached under the bed and got a rope. Tied my hand, tied my feet, tied my little self to the bed. I was laying there helpless, couldn't move nothing but my head. Don't y'all say that's enough? Y'all catch it in the morning. I was laying there helpless. Then she went in the kitchen. I didn't mind being tied down, but when she went in the kitchen, she stayed 30 minutes. That's too long. Stay tied down. Then she came back with a bucket of lard in her hand, and she poured it on my body. Then she went in the kitchen, stayed another 45 minutes, came back with another bucket of lard, poured that on my body. By that time, I was pretty greasy. Then she went in the kitchen, stayed about an hour. I was laying there nervous and greasy. Came back with 2 buckets of lard in her hand, set it on the floor, looked at me with a big lip, and then she said, like that. I was nervous and greasy and scared. Then she set the bucket down and she stayed about 20 minutes, sitting on the floor with her hand in the air like she was praying. I said, I don't know what she's going to do now. Then she run to the door, looked back at me and said, like that again. Reached behind the door. I thought she was going for her shotgun. But she didn't. She got the baseball bat. Then she took the bucket of lard, she grabbed the bat. Now that's when I started praying. I said, Lord, please don't let this woman do what I think she do with this bat. No, I can't put that. That's not a good song. That's not good. That's we don't want to. Yeah. Oh boy, then I had to explain what happened, Oh boy. That was funny to me. Someone if I stand up, someone asked me, so Bobby Russell, why do you sing the blues? I often tell them I really don't know. I'm a blues man. This is what I do. It's what I know. I eat the blues. My kids are blues, blues children, blues house. Everything I do is about the blues. Someone said, well, you must sing the blues because your woman left you. You can have the blues when your woman leaves you, but you can also have the blues if they stay too long. Let me try to tell you in words where I'm coming from with this. It won't be hard to. No, you all right? You good? You good? You're good. I just want to stand up for a minute. Give me a chance to express myself. Have you ever been mistreated by someone you shouldn't have loved? Have you ever been mistreated by someone you should have loved? Out of all that me and my woman could have left me for, she left me for the garbage man. No matter how bad she treated me, you know, I still can't get her loving out of my mind. No matter how bad she treated me, you know, I still can't get a good loving out of my mind. Every time I see a garbage can, I think about her and the garbage man all the time. If I ever get her to come back, I'm going to buy myself a garbage truck. If I ever get my woman to come back, I'm going to buy myself a big garbage truck. When my garbage can get full, I'm going to take it and dump it way, way out in the woods. That's the blues for you. That's the blues for you. Now, someone said, well, if you had the blues, you must have a problem. Yes. Yes, yes. I can't tell you where it started, but I can tell you this. I got a problem, and my problem about to get me down. Hey, I got a problem, like I got 3 of them, and all 3 about to get me down. I got a problem with my woman, with my girlfriend, and my wife. When my problem first started, they around with number 3. Number 2 got jealous, told my wife on me. My wife, she got mad, moved back home to her mother. Number 2 left town. Number 3 done found herself a brand new lover. I got the problem, y'all. And my problem about to get me down. Well, I got a problem with my woman, with my girlfriend, and my wife. Let me tell you this. I love number 1, and I love love number two. Number three will do thing number one, and number two won't do. Number one, she can cook. Number three got plenty of money. Number two don't have a dime, but you know what? She so got good honey. I got a problem. And my problem about to get me down. Well, I got a problem with my woman, y'all. With my girlfriend and my wife. Now, I sung that because I want you to know that I'm pretty smart. I'm smart enough to know I don't know anything. Because if a man tell what he know, he won't talk long, because man don't know nothing. So that, let me tell you this. The reason why I sung it because that these two chicks live on the same street. I like both of them. And they both seem to like me. They live too close together. That's what's wrong. They live too close together. They live so close together. Can't see one without seeing the other. Let me tell you what happened to me yesterday. And let me tell you what happened last Friday night. Last Friday night, y'all, I tried to make a midnight creep. I went by, knocked on one door, the other one showed up. Said, Barbara Ray, are you looking for me? Too close together. Oh, they live too doggone close together. They live so close together. Can't see one without seeing the other. Now, only reason I sung this song because I want you to know that one of us got to move. I'm broken, disgusted, heartbroken too. Lord, I'm broken, disgusted. Hey, my heart broke too. Won't you let me in your house, little girl, so I can have a little talk with you? If I can't come in, let me sit down by your door. You know how we condom now. Just want to get inside now. If I can't come in, well, let me sit down here by your door. I leave so early in the morning till your real man would never know. If I can't be your big dog, let me be your little dog till your big dog come home. If I can't be your big dog, let me be your little dog till your big dog come home. Well, I'll show you, little girl, how a little dog can bear a bone. If I can't be your full-time lover, let me be your part-time man. If I can't be your full-time lover, just let me be your part-time man. If I can't see you when I want to, just let me see you when I can. Thank you. My daddy taught me about love. appreciation about people's music. My cousin gave me a guitar. I didn't know, my dad didn't know he gave it to me. I was about 7 years old. I hid it up in the loft. One day he said, boy, bring that guitar here. I didn't know he knew I had one. I thought he was going to throw it away. But I tell you that my dad never told me to sing the blues as a preacher, but he never told me not to. And that's why I get this little line. You hear me do this little line intentionally. I do that little line in most of my songs because that's where I got my start from. And my daddy said, he said, let me play something. He tuned my guitar up. I didn't know how to tune it. He tuned it up. He did it like this here. He said, I said, wow. He said, let me sing this song that I used to sing to a little girl. I wanted to hear that because I knew in my heart he was going to sing about my mama. But he didn't sing about my mama. I thought he was going to say glory, glory, hallelujah, sweet chariot or something like that. But he had his hat on, just came out the field chopping cotton, picking cotton. Had his hat on his head. Put his hat down. Tucked his lip out, something like that. I said, you can even ready to get it now. He said, let me sing this song that I sung a long time ago, son. I want to hear it because I know it's going to be about my mama. I'm looking for him to sing something from the church, right? He said, me and my gal went to take a pin, honey. She fell down and I saw something. I said, Daddy. I said, sing it again. He stroked the guitar and said, me and my gal went to check it, honey. She fell down, and I saw something. I said, Daddy, sing it again. Now, what I wanted my dad to do, sing the other verse, because I'm too small to understand. You know, I understood what he probably could have saw, but I don't know how to tell my daddy. I wanted to say, Daddy, what you saw? Then I said, Daddy, how big was she? He said, oh, she was fat, big old fat girl. And I said, what's your head on? He said, nothing but a dress. Now, in my little mind, big fat lady falling down, nothing on but a dress. Oh, my head was gone. Because I could imagine in my mind what he saw. I said, sing it again, Daddy. He said, me and my gal with the chicken and honey. My mother said, me don't sing that kind of song to that boy. So I want my daddy to sing it. So he went to sing it again, playing like my mother was walking in because my daddy's back was to my mom. She was in the kitchen cooking, but I could see my mom because my face facing my mother. And I said, Dad, here come Mama. Oh, he was, by that time his head, oh, he was grabbed back. He was gone then, you know. Me and my gal with a chicken and honey. And my mother walked up. He said, me and my gal with a chicken and honey. She fell down. And I kept running. So I don't know what the song would have been. Yeah, that would have been a good thing we could have had in the college, but I don't know what the song would have been. I'd imagine in my mind what it could have been. But anyway, when my dad stopped playing that, he picked his guitar up and he said, swing low, sweet chariot, come and carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming to carry me home. Looked over Jordan, what did I see? A band of angels coming after me. That's why I said, sweet low, coming to carry me home. If I could, I surely would. If I could, surely would. I would stand on the rock, stand on the rock where Moses stood. If I had my way, I would tear this whole building down. If I had my way, I would tear this whole building down. And I would move to the other side of town. There's a place over there, somewhere, Tillman Street painted with gold. There's a street up there, y'all, that said painted with gold. Where the city is, tell you I don't really know. As I leave you, I want to say this to you. Sometimes I wonder what's gonna happen to me when I get too old. Lord, sometimes I wonder what's gonna happen to me when I get too old. Would you take me in your heart and house? Would you just throw me outdoors? Sometimes I wonder what's gonna happen to me as a music man. Sometimes I wonder what's gonna happen to this old music man. I don't know. I'm leaving it in God's hand. Thank you. Thank you.